Now move to Kisumu County, and former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is meeting governors from the region. This is in regards to the BBI report. The Building Bridges Initiative report has sparked mixed reactions from varied members of parliament as well as political leaders across the political circles. And now we are moving to Kisumu. Our reporter Simon Achola is on the ground, and we are listening in to the events on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was a leaders' meeting, mainly governors from Nyanza and Western. And it was a meeting for the governors to recommit themselves to this particular document. You remember very well, when we started our rallies initially, we started in Kisii, and we came to Kakamega. So this, as you can see, is an area that the leaders have taken this document seriously. As Council of Governors, we met in Naivasha 2 days ago, and we looked at the document in detail. And I can assure you and assure Kenyans that Kenyans have more to benefit from this document. If this document goes through, it has taken care of all stakeholders in this country. The youth has been taken care, the women have been taken, the aged have been taken care, even the leadership. By the fact that we are going to severely deal with corruption cases as quick as possible. We have taken care of the worries wananchi have, that, you know, the leaders are corrupt. This is a document that I feel can move this country from a third developing country to a super developed country. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we met with the leadership of this region, as you can see. I'm accompanied here by Mr. Fred Matiang'i, with the CS in office of the President. We are also here with the Honorable Eugene Wamalwa, who is in charge of devolution in the country. But you can see Governor Otichido, Governor Wangamati, of course, yours truly is there. Governor Ongwae, Governor Peter Nyang'nyong'o, Governor Ojamong, and behind me, Governor Rasanga. We, from last evening to today, we have had a very comprehensive conversation with the leadership from this region about the document that we have before. And generally, as the statement says, there is a meeting of minds. Everybody here approves without reservation the draft document that is now being presented to the people of Kenya. There are, of course, those naysayers, and they are always there, even in the Bible. And even last time when we had the 2010 Constitution, there were those who came out with excuses. They said that that document was legalizing abortion. That document was introducing gay marriages, and that it was criminal to have the Kaddi's court in our constitution. The rest actually is now history, you've seen. Now, this other one here, there's similar propaganda being spread out. And I'm actually surprised that some institutions which are supposed to be responsible are falling to this propaganda. I've seen in the media today allegations that this draft amendment is introducing the imperial presidency. I have myself been very much part and parcel of the struggle for reforms and for change, and will never be party to any amendment which will recreate imperial presidency. One of the reasons being raised here is about the introduction of the office of Ombudsman, the Judicial Ombudsman. And has been explained very clearly here in this particular document, read to you by Governor Hayemba. The introduction of offices of Ombudsman is basically for the benefit of wananchi, those who want to complain against the judiciary. The judiciary is supposed to dispense justice. But sometimes there have been complaints that the judiciary itself has been compromised. Sometimes that there have been judges on the take and make rulings which are not according to the law. So where do wananchi go and raise their complaints? That's the reason why this office is being created, that you have now an institution where wananchi can go to make their complaints. But then, how independent would it be if that ombudsman was being appointed by the Chief Justice? Because he's supposed to oversight even the Chief Justice. He's supposed to oversight the Supreme Court. And the Chief Justice is the President of the Supreme Court. But this ombudsman is not just going to be picked by the President. This ombudsman, there's going to be a process of panel to interview and select names to the President, maybe 3 names, from which the President will choose one, and then forward to the National Assembly. Then Parliament will then do the vetting, as has been the case in the past. And once the Parliament has vetted, then the President, in his capacity as the head of state, will appoint the ombudsman. I don't know how that interferes with the independence of the judiciary. Maybe that is propaganda. The other propaganda is this issue of, what was it? The issue of 70. Yeah?
Bloated government.
Yes, the other one is the issue of the bloated government. The bloated government, no one is bloating the government by introducing the position of the Prime Minister and 2 deputies. Some of you were around when we had the Grand Coalition government, where there was a Prime Minister and 2 deputies.
Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga addressing members of the media in the county of Kisumu. Earlier on, we had Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya also touching on issues in regards to BBI.